Get in the picture. I am your host, Sharon Huggard, a style and body confidence coach and the creator and the founder of the Get in the Picture movement. And if you are ready to get into the picture of your life, physically and metaphorically, if you're ready to stop erasing your history, ready to stop playing the waiting game, and you're ready to show up and be seen with style and confidence, then you're in the right place. Let's go. Hello, I'm Sharon Huggard. I'm a style and body confidence coach and the creator and the founder of the Get in the Picture campaign, which is now turning into a movement. It originally started, I suppose, just to give you a little bit of context, the Get in the Picture campaign was born out of a statistic that I heard. It was in Dove research, and it was saying that 89% of women are opting, women and girls are opting out of meaningful activities due to poor body image. And that really, really got me thinking as a style coach and a body confidence coach and my own personal journey. I measured my self-worth on the scales for decades. And it really got me thinking about what was it costing us? What is it actually? What are we stopping ourselves from doing? What are the 89? What are the meaningful activities, I suppose, that we are opting out of? And I did a poll in my group, The Audacity to Be You, which will be changing shortly to Get in the Picture Collective. And lots of things came back. It was, maybe not exercising because they felt overweight, they weren't fit enough, or they were comparing themselves to others. Things like not doing hobbies, maybe going back to horse riding or something they did as a child, not showing up live on videos or putting themselves out there in their business. Not going for maybe promotions, or not standing up and taking your place at the table, or standing up and taking your place at the table, sitting down and taking your place at the table, and stepping into you and your greatness. And one of the things, another thing was not getting into the picture. And that really struck a chord with me, because I know from myself that when I look back, I was recently looking back at my photo album for my eldest son, and he's 21 in September. So I was looking back at that. And I was looking back, and there was, him with his dad in the snow, first time in the snow, him with his dad, first time he stood, him with his granddad, him with his granny, him with his aunts, him with his cousins, him with his dad, him with his dad, him with his granddad. And, then I flipped forward and it was just blank pages. And I was like, what was missing from this whole equation was me. And if I was there, it was kind of with him center stage and me kind of hiding behind him. And it really got me thinking about, yes, physically not being in the picture, but also metaphorically, when you're not in the picture physically, where are you not showing up in your life and getting into the picture? And there was, stories of plenty of people resonated with that. I did a post recently called "Dear Moms, Get in the Picture." And that resonated with a lot of people. And if they did show up, as I say, they had the child strategically placed in front of them if they were there at all. And in business and in our careers, I could see that it was costing us as well. One lady, she in her whole tenure as a president of an organization, she had no official photograph taken of her. And I just really got goosebumps, and I thought, we are actually erasing ourselves here. We're erasing our history. And that's where it was born. And I was Googled, how I could tie it into something. And National Photography Day is in August, the 19th of August. And I suppose my business would be, as a style and body confidence coach, would be quieter in August, because my programs, we take a break for the summer. My Worthy Woman Academy, we take a break for the summer because, to allow everyone to get on with their summer and enjoy their summer with their kids, and the unstructuredness of it all. So on the 19th of August, 2 years ago, so 2022, I declared, women, to enough was enough, that it was time to show up perfectly imperfect, whatever you want to call it, just as ourselves, knowing that we were enough as we are. And it's not about size, because I have women at size 8, size 18, size, everybody, just showing up as you are. And that was kind of the call out on the 22nd of, 2022, the 19th of August, and it gained huge. It's supposed to start off as kind of a local campaign and become an international. This is what. Oh, this is a little collage for myself, because this is my why. On some days, if you're a business owner and you're wondering, oh, what am I doing this for? That is my why. And there was people from all over the world. It was so lovely seeing different continents and different countries, and it went on. And I reposted every single photograph, and it was so beautiful, because it was populating our feed with pictures of real women. And when I call them real women, I mean every woman is real. And just every shape, every size, every ethnicity. It was just really, really powerful. Some were dressed up, some were standing at the side of, a gym, some were with their dogs, some were with their daughters or their sons. And that was really, really, really powerful when they came in. And it gained a lot of local coverage. And then the next year I decided to do it again, because it was such a feel good. I think everyone felt they were part of something bigger than them. They were part of something special. Because, I suppose when I look at the mission and what I'm trying to achieve, it can be like very vast what I'm trying to do. But this was one small step that everybody could take, and everybody taking it together collectively was so, so, so powerful. And on the day, there was absolutely a feeling of being part of something, being part of. The next year was kind of more of a movement. As Brendan Courtney, when I was on 2FM, said, it was the confidence movement sweeping the nation. So it's a very similar last year. Then I kind of really got under the bonnet of the stories, as to the stories behind the pictures. And that was really, really powerful. And people shared their stories with me, sisters saying that they'd lost their sisters due to maybe, cancer or illness. And they were the most precious and treasured possessions that they had. Women saying that they could hear me speaking into their ears saying, get in the picture. What do we get in the picture? And yeah, as I say, it's about physically getting into the picture, but it's also then about looking at where are you not getting into the picture of your life. So this year is its third year, and it is going to be bigger and better than ever. I have been accepted on the Social Entrepreneurs Ireland program called the Ideas Academy, and that's really opened my mind and expanded what's possible for this. I always had a vision, and I always knew that it was, not being my why, but it was. I mean, I kept at it and I kept at it, and I was always trying to improve it. And when times it just didn't make sense, putting in thousands of hours into something, but I didn't know how, but I knew that it was something that I wasn't willing to let go of, but I didn't know, the impact it could have. So this program has really opened my eyes as to what's possible for getting the picture. And starting with that in mind, one of the things this year that I'm doing is I'm doing a podcast. So it is speaking to women that I either know from online, from the virtual world, or I know in real life that have either supported the Getting the Picture campaign over the last couple of years, or I can see them getting into the picture of their lives. So it's going to be, I like to call it maybe more of a conversation or a chat. And they're very different women. So hopefully you will take something different from each of them. Some of them might be business owners, some of them might be speak more from moms, some of them will speak more about body, but it'll be, it's really, really powerful. And I love hearing other people's stories. I really love hearing, because the one thing that I know for sure is, in the last 3 years of my business, is that the more rooms I'm in and the more real we are, the more we are the same than we are different. So it's when somebody says it, and I do think that on the date, having those pictures, it's kind of, you kind of go, what's the point? It's a small step. but it gives other people permission to show up as they are. And if nothing changes, nothing changes. So it's moving that dial, knowing that we are enough to show up physically in the picture, but also online, go back to doing your hobbies, showing up, being present, and connecting. So I'd say it's huge. So watch the space. There's a lot in the pipeline, a lot coming. But I'd say the first thing I want to do is introduce you to the Get in the Picture podcast. And I'd say I have amazing guests lined up. So stay tuned. And as I said, this year, the Get in the Picture campaign is on August the 19th. And I will be inviting you to get in the picture as you are, knowing that you are enough and that it is safe for you to show up and it is safe for you to be seen as you are. Tag me, Sharon Huggard _ on Instagram, and then hashtag Get in the Picture. And there's amazing prizes from incredible female founded Irish businesses that are supporting this initiative and supporting this movement. And I would ask you to share it with every woman, your daughters, because it's not just about us getting into the picture, it's about our daughters seeing us get into the pictures, our sons seeing us get into the pictures. And so it's about, and their daughters and their daughters' daughters. So it is really, really powerful. So stay tuned, and I can't wait to share my podcast conversations with you all. Thank you so much for listening to Get in the Picture with Sharon Huggard. I would love if you could rate and review the show, and please share with all the amazing women in your life who could do with getting into the picture of their life, knowing that they are enough as they are, perfectly imperfect. For more information on the Get in the Picture movement, make sure you're following me on Facebook, Sharon Huggard, and Instagram, Sharon Huggard _. Tune in next week. Chat soon. Bye.